When a problem arises in your life, you have two different ways of confronting it. Either one, keep your distance and try your best not to confront it, or two, get up close and personal and deal with it. Most of the time, picking the first option is the wise one. That is the one that you should be going for if you are trying to avoid the conflict at all costs. But sometimes there really is no other option than getting your hands dirty and taking care of that conflict for good. Season 5, Episode 24, Take 1. What is good, everybody? My name is Jake, and welcome back to the One Take series, where we get one chance to reflect on the day. No second chances, no third chances, one take, and one take only. I already told y'all yesterday that this is how it was going to go. Y'all already know. If you didn't watch yesterday's episode, I highly recommend you go watch it because it's pretty much necessary to understand today. And like I said, why there is so much red. I told you guys that this academics would be an all-day thing, both yesterday and today, specifically because I had a midterm for my 1 p.m., which, by the way, I actually feel like I did surprisingly well on. Thankfully, the teacher followed the sample exam pretty closely. In terms of concepts, there were 4 different problems, and 1 through 4, and then each concept that was from each number was accurately displayed on the test. I genuinely believe that if I didn't make any other errors than the ones that I am currently thinking of, I believe I got anywhere from an 87 to a 95 on it. We are awaiting our grade, obviously, but I am feeling pretty good on it right now. In terms of my other classes, we got the lab and also the lab report done today, as well as we had the unplanned pregnancy, which we were able to get done today as well. And I am very satisfied about that for sure. Let me see, which means that tomorrow, basically the main things that we have to do in terms of academics, right, it should be pretty light the rest of the week, okay? For tomorrow, we have a cool unk assignment that we have to do. We have a lab for let me see. And then in addition, we technically have to get this homework thing done before like the class on Friday. We got most of it done, just need to finish up a few problems from that. And then also I need to study for a linear algebra quiz. That is going to be taking place on Friday as well. And then once we actually get to Friday, it's going to be pretty much just like homework for linear algebra along with a quiz in the unplanned pregnancy, and then that's going to wrap up academics for this week, right? Thankfully, that, like I said yesterday, even though yesterday was the storm before the storm, the biggest storm, the freaking hurricane, was today. And honestly, we boarded up the windows, we locked up the house, and we are absolutely in this thing to win it. So I'm feeling really good, honestly, even though the rest of these haven't been accomplished, right? Yet to read the Bible, similar to yesterday. I'm going to get to it after I finish this video. Let's see, gym I was not able to get to, nor the internships, nor my job, which, by the way, I updated the counter, nor the research, nor the music, nor Big Brother, and nor sleep, okay? I do want to try my best to get good sleep. Ironically enough, I can't really do that tonight, specifically because I gotta leave at a certain, can I film this? No, I really can't. That's the unfortunate thing. I really can't. So, I mean, pretty much, I don't think I'm gonna shower today, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, but obviously you guys are seeing me in the outfit now. Dude, I love this outfit. I think it perfectly portrays what I'm going for. It's just like, it feels like I'm going to war, you know, it honestly does, with just like my academics and stuff, because life can feel like a battle sometimes, you know, and so it feels good to accurately portray that, and I feel good about it. I've never tried something like this dark green before, but I think it suits me pretty well. Let's see, so I know I just got sidetracked. I'm trying to remember what I was just talking about before that. Let me see. Oh yeah, so basically, pretty much in terms of sleep, I absolutely want to try and start getting good sleep because it is starting to affect me, right? All of those like little hours and REM cycles that I'm missing out on are starting to catch up, which is why tomorrow I want to try my best to get a good night's sleep. Unfortunately, I cannot today because I'm about to go to bed at 1, and because of when I have to go to school, I basically have to wake up at 7. I am debating possibly maybe pushing it to 8, but I have to leave at 8:15 to be down at campus, so it really is a thing of, I mean, I'm not completely sure, because that would definitely be pushing it. So, I mean, we'll just kind of see. We'll play it by ear, but Maybe I'll compromise and go like 7:30 or something like that because I am definitely feeling tired. This weekend I want to make sure we prioritize sleep. That is a big thing because we can't keep going 6 hours. We just can't. It's not possible. It really isn't. So let me see. Otherwise, let me see. The rest of these, okay. I'm trying to think of how I want to go about the next couple of days. Okay, Friday. Oh, but then Friday morning I can't really. Okay, so man, the work is the hard thing to make up. I won't lie. Let me see. I think Monday of next week we should be able to work the 2 hours in the morning. But we'll get there when we get there. We can formulate a plan over the weekend. I'm just gonna space out. So, I mean, honestly, low key, that's pretty much the majority of the day. Let me see. Sorry, not this. Let me see. But for the lab was pretty entertaining. But I didn't feel it was definitely a harder one for me. I was like definitely on the slower end. And it was just kind of. I mean, I still had a good time though. It was definitely a fun one. So. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, honestly. We got down and dirty with the test, and honestly, because I just like burned it into my memory over and over and over again the last couple of days and the last couple of hours before the test, I honestly felt really good about it. I ended up gambiting. I skipped a linear algebra class specifically so I could study for the 1 p.m. and it was absolutely worth it. I just genuinely cannot express how much that extra hour came into play during the test. It was very crucial, okay? So what did we learn from today? Well, number one is that sometimes you have to strategically make sacrifices, right? Sacrifice things that will benefit you later on. Sacrifice things for the sake of things that will benefit you later on. Because honestly, I could have gone to linear algebra this morning, and I'm not going to deny that it was definitely an option. But the fact that I had an extra hour to study and really go in depth with the concepts that I did not yet understand, by the time that the test came out, I was absolutely confident on it. It was just zero debate, and I knew what was going on. And especially because if I went to linear algebra, then I would have been implanting linear algebra topics into my brain when I should have been implementing 1 p.m. topics, right? So that's number one, okay? Number two is going to be the fact that be honest with yourself. Okay, be honest with yourself. And honestly, while I'm on that topic, I'll be completely honest. No, I did not get to reading the Bible last night. I'm going to try my best to, I'll just pray before we go to bed, and I'll probably skip Bible for today, but I will make sure that I start capitalizing it on the future. I need to actually lock in with that, and I can't be lying about I did it or not, okay, because that's not truthful, right? But in terms of being honest with yourself, the other thing I wanted to touch upon is that I made it very clear yesterday. See, this is why I'm not mad about all this, right? Because I knew going into yesterday and then also today that we would be focusing on academics the entire day, right? And so I was honest with myself, and therefore I was able to make realistic expectations based off the list. And so go in with realistic expectations, okay? Number three is going to be another different topic. It's going to be that, well, let me take a sip of water because I'm thirsty. Number three is going to be that if you, how do I phrase it? Alright, you know what? Here we go. Lesson number three is going to be that kind words can make somebody's day. It really can. There was somebody on the channel recently. They might have subscribed, which if they have, hello. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate you coming to the channel. But basically, there was one person in the comment section that was basically saying, bro, stay consistent, and I promise you that you will be successful and famous one day. And I genuinely cannot tell you how much that comment actually meant, because it is very encouraging when you are doing something like this, when you are going hard, and you just have like people that are like supporting you and backing you up. So it really does mean a lot. Okay, kind words can really influence, words in general can influence people's days, right? Sometimes a bad comment can really get you down, and sometimes a really good comment can get you up. So make sure to spread positivity, because everybody needs a little more positivity in their lives. That's all I got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Cut.